Thank you for joining us. In today's session, we'd like to understand how to change the look of our sprite. As usual, we'll launch the Scratch application, maximize the window, and we have our default sprite, the cat. To change the costume look, we go to Costumes tab, and the first thing you'll take note of is the costumes. We have costume 1 and costume 2. Costume 1 and costume 2 show different posture, and these two costumes can be used to animate the sprite. You also notice we have a fill tool, and the fill tool allows us to choose the different fill colors. This tool allows us to change the color, to change the saturation and brightness. Additionally, we also have the eyedropper. This allows us to apply a similar color from one section to another. In addition to the fill tool, we also have the outline. The outline allows us to change the boundary features of the different parts of the sprite. To demonstrate this, we can apply the fill color to different sections and also apply different outline colors to the sprite. One thing as well you'll notice is that the sprite is made up of different parts. Some sections like the head have the eyes, they also have the nose and the mouth, including the whiskers. But they are grouped together, so if you wish to separate them, you just select the head and click ungroup, and you will be able to now to move the different parts. And format them separately. We will undo this and format our sprite by changing the fill color and outline color. To format, you select the section, go to fill color of your choice, and then apply the color, specify the saturation, and also specify the brightness. Take note of the parameters. We have color being 0, you have saturation being 100 in this case, and you also have brightness being 78. You can also update other sections. For the leg body section, we can choose green color, change the saturation level, and also change the brightness. Also, take note of the color being 35, saturation being 89, and brightness being 82. To apply the same color to the other different parts, you may do the same thing. Select the section like the tail, then go to the fill color and recall the colors you chose for the other sections. If it is the brown color, then we can choose 0. You can also choose 100 in saturation, and brightness, remember we had 78. So you can use the slider to specify the color. And you'll notice the color, the tail color, is exactly the same color as the head color. One way to do this is to remember the parameters, how you configure the color, the brightness, and saturation. The other method is using the eyedropper tool. Once you've selected your section, go to the fill color. Instead of using the sliders here, you use the eyedropper tool. We'll click on the eyedropper tool and choose part of the body of this sprite that has a similar color. So we'll choose the other leg, and you'll notice it applies the same color exactly as the existing formatted section. That is fill color. What about the outline? The outline as well can be changed. As you can see, the outline boundary sections have black color. Can we change it? Yes. You click on the head. You would like to apply white. You do the same thing. Slide so that you have 0 color, saturation 0, and brightness maximum. You click away and you have the head outline formatted with white color. If it is the other sections like the hands, you can decide, let me use the eyedropper tool. You click on eyedropper, choose the brown color of the head, and it is applied. Go to the other hand, apply the outline color, eyedropper tool, and select. So these tools allow us to customize our sprite. We can also do the same for the other costume. What we just need to remember are the color parameters. When you come to brown color, you have 0, 100, and 78. When you go to the green color, the same. We also have 35, 89, and 82. Okay, so we go to costume 2, costume 1, select the head section, apply fill color of your choice, which is brown, so it was 0, then 100 in saturation, and then 78. And then 78. You also apply the outline, white color, saturation, maximum brightness. You come to the body, go to fill color, specify a green fill color, that was 35, and then saturation 89, and finally brightness 82. So once you have this configured, then you can still apply this color now to the other leg. We select the other leg, go to fill color, and then use eyedropper, and we select the color. If it's the hands, we select the hands outline, go to eyedropper, and choose a color of your choice, consistency. Go to the other hand, go to outline, select eyedropper, and select the target color. The same with tail. You select your tail, select fill color, eyedropper, the brown color. And these are costume 1. Then we also now have costume 2. So the look and feel of these two costumes are the same. So even if the character, the sprite, is transitioning its posture from this first posture to the second posture, the look and feel is exactly the same. Based on this, you've noticed our characters have different parts. And these parts can be moved. You can drag and move. However, the head section, you cannot move the eyes or the mouth or the nose. So the only option we have is moving the complete head. To separate the different features of the head, you select the head and then use the option ungroup. This ungroup will allow us to separate the different parts of the head. Select the head, click on the ungroup button, and now it is grayed out. That means I can easily move the nose, move out the ears, the iris. You can move as well the mouth and the other parts of the sprite head. Therefore, it's possible for us to customize. Additionally, when you add other sprites, for example, Avery walking, you will notice that there are a number of movements demonstrated by Avery when she is walking. When we select Avery here, then go to costumes tab, you will notice that Avery has more than 2 costumes. We have Avery walking, The second, a very working image. The third and fourth. To customize the look and feel, we use the same process. For example, the top here we can change it to color red. Okay. You can go to costume 2, do the same thing. What you just need to remember are the configurations. These different costumes, like we said, allow us to animate this sprite to achieve a desired goal. Therefore, we have the flexibility to edit these features, customize them, and contextualize to suit our gaming, training, or skills development needs. Thank you so much. We'll meet again in the next session.